been very big on education for obvious reasons. And there's this man who's simplifying math with the use of Pidgin. Ah, yes, you hear with that talk. So today on the show, we're bringing you this gentleman as it demystifies math. Hopefully, this is your lifeline to figure math once and for all. Because math can be very...
All right, to take a quick break. When we come back, I know some people are not very comfortable with numbers and calculation. Well, a gentleman has decided to make things easy for those of you who are scared whenever you have mathematics or science. He decided to use Pidgin to teach people how to understand the complexities of computation in mathematics. We're joining us in just a moment after this break. Join us again.
Welcome back. And so for some of us who were not the very best of friends with mathematics in school, when we see those who are so good at it, we need to get them to sign autographs, and perhaps that's what we'll be doing right after this segment. But before we get to the autograph part of it, let's welcome Otwebe Alison Zacchaeus, maths teacher, who joins us on the morning brief this morning. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're so glad to have you. And you came all the way from Delta State just for this show.
Oh, yeah.
So let's make it as productive as we can, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So you have above 300 in your JAM, and you teach mathematics, physics, and chemistry.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw that on your bio, I was like, wow, did he fall from the sky? Did you fall from the sky?
Yeah.
Why such, deep interest in all the figures and subjects that carry the figures?
The concern is that we've actually had a poor background in academics, and then we were striving to see how we can be able to break this barrier. So to that effect, we decided to purchase a lot of books, read a lot of books, just because we want to be good, we want to break that barrier of not understanding maths and science. So when I delved into that particular path, and then I was able to see tremendous results. And then that was when I started saying, okay, because I have seen the breakthrough, I need to carry people along. People need to know mathematics and science. But there must also be a backstory to your great level of knowledge. Did you always like numbers, or was it a teacher, that sort of turned something around in your disposition to mathematics? I like dealing with numbers. That was the fundamentals. But the problem is that over the time in secondary school, you would always see that the performance in math class was always poor. And that was because of the poor not having teachers in school and the rest of that. So that was the drive. I said, no, I can't remain like this. I have to push forward to see how I can be able to break this barrier of not knowing mathematics as I wanted.
So your scores now began to improve?
Exactly. So I think I started pulling. There was a guy that would not allow me to take at least second or third position. You see the margin. So I said, no, from SS2 I'll pick up. And then when I started doing a lot of mathematics, I started taking first position in mathematics. And then I said, no, I have to influence that, pull into physics, chemistry, and that's how everything works the way it is right now.
And it's working so well.
Yeah, sure.
Because you're so comfortable, you are able to even teach mathematics in Pidgin.
Exactly.
So that slant, what informed your decision to pick up that language?
Like I said, when I was struggling to read these things, it was very difficult because at our time there was no ChatGPT, there was we don't have access to the internet because we were schooling in the village. So, and I saw how difficult this was to get this. So I had to, any money paid from students, when students pay me for tutorials, I would just invest it into buying books. All right, so when I bought a lot of books, I will sit down and consume them. So I said, no, people will not pass through all of these things. So in order to make this thing relatable to students, I had to switch into teaching students in Pidgin English. And I started that on my channel. I think I was having 5,000 followers on Facebook over the years. So immediately I switched to Pidgin English. There was a tremendous engagement from 5,000 to hundreds of thousands followers. And that happened also on TikTok. If you check Instructor Allison tutorials, you will see from 40,000 to 120,000 followers. Also, even Instagram, that was having 900 followers for years, it switched to about 9,000 plus followers. So that was because I switched from English to Pidgin English, and then people related students, like, they found it helpful, and then they were kind of engaging more on that Pidgin English. And if you check the comment section, you see a lot of sweet comment there.
So was this also translated in learning outcomes, or was just some people who were like, oh, let's go and see that guy that's teaching mathematics in Pidgin English, more like the bandwagon thing, or you saw effect in learning outcomes?
Oh yeah, I tried the first time, and then the result was a bit slow. I said, no, let me try again. Maybe I tried the second one, and I saw the video going viral. Students were engaging, they were loving I said, no, I shouldn't continue with English. Let me switch, since these people are really understand. I had to make a little research. How many people are understanding Pidgin English? And I saw that more than 75 millions of people are speaking Nigerian English. They want to take the integral of that 75 million over other countries. You will notice that more than 100 millions of people speak Pidgin English. I said, no, I have to reach this wider audience. Even these people, these marginalized students who can have access to quality education, they need to understand this thing. These people are struggling. So I don't know mathematics, I always feel jam and all of this. So these people are my target. I need to solve these people's problems. So I have to maintain Pidgin speaking.
And I understand that you also have a prayer that you pray before you start the mathematics. Okay, so let's get into it. Teach us something in mathematics. I doubt that I can follow, but I'll try.
No, you understand. I will lie for you. You go understand something.
I'm going to start now.
So if I have, people are always talking about calculus. Calculus is very difficult. And calculus is divided into two. We have what we call the differential calculus, otherwise called differentiation. We have another one called the integral calculus, otherwise called integration. So, like for example, if I have the integral of, say, 2x squared plus 3x with respect to x. Now, looking at this question is scary. This kind of thing now, I will use Pidgin now so that you will understand. She understand. So now, if you want to integrate this thing, now simple something, what you need to know first. Now the formula of integration, you know how this idea represent integral. This elongated case, now the symbol, this elongated s very long like this. Now integral sign with that, I will lie for you. So what you will do now, you just say integral is equal to x raised to the power of n plus 1 all over n plus 1 plus c. This thing are constant. They call it for English arbitrary constant. When you say arbitrary constant, now small thing, it means say if you use any number, what if you constant? All this 1, 2, 3, 4, if you use any number represents c. Now what you mean? If you integrate finish, just add c. How I want to take a run now for this one? See this particular one. Now be the first term. This 2x squared. This one be the second term. So make it cheap. Just carry this one, multiply this one. You can say integral of 2x squared dx plus. Carry this one, relate to this one too. I never begin to solve them. So I just make it cheap so that you understand. I don't break them down. Say you see this thing now, from anywhere I come. Now me just carry this one, relate to this one, carry this one, still relate to this one. Now wait to see like this. So I want to integrate using this formula. It's simple, no, that's not even hard. Just come out this to say 2 now constant now. Keep 2 outside first. Then come carry this x where you see for this place. This power we see at this 2. It means anywhere you see n, may you carry this 2, put inside. So you understand? Now you are the talk to now. You understand what I talk? And you understand, I make you run, I make you finish up. So now you're going to become, this 2 now, put on here, it will be 2 plus 1, we've been there, over 2 plus 1. You don't finish with this one, no. Plus, make we run this one, make it as it ought. 3 into, what of this x? Now this same x we see. But, say this thing, you get 1 on top here. That one, no go fit carry eye, see them, except you use microscope. I go lie for you. So that microscope, like, say, after 1 day, anywhere you see n, put 1 plus that one we've been there before over this one 1 plus 1. Don't forget I say when you finish everything, add waiting. Talk now, you are talk now. Add waiting. Add C.
I don't know.
No, you follow. Actually, you catch the flow. So no,
you're turning water into wine.
No, I don't think they understand. So 2x, 2 plus 1 are waiting. 3. Now waiting. 2 plus 1.
2 plus 1 is 3.
I say, all over the flow now. So you write 3 all over 3. Will be 2 plus 1 with there plus 3x. 1 plus 1 are waiting. 2 over 1 plus 1 are waiting. 2 plus this one. C. As it did like this, and the answer be that too. It's as simple. You go need another example. Maybe not the integration again. Maybe do small algebra. You see what things students they fail for exam. If they give you something like this. X squared minus 2 equal to 7. Make you find x. like you as you watch time, if I say me find, you go rush say the answer na 3. I go say na 3. If you do have for jam, you go fail. Ma show you say no be 3. See am. Some of them say anytime we see -2, carry and cross. You don't get leg to cross. If you say make you fly, you don't get what you go do. The way you go do and you go sweet, you say just say add 2 to both sides of the equation. Because when you add 2 to both sides, when -2 and +2 see, then go come out. They delete themselves. So now you see say this one and this one they don't delete. X squared now will remain equal to 7 + 2. Now waiting. I mean, why they look
7 + 2 is 9.
Now 9 are we okay? Put 9 here. It's simple now. It's just the thing simple. So now here we put the gay issue. When you see x squared equal to 9, they can't say me find x. So people will say no be x with that. No be x with that. On the x square we see. They say me find x. So how you go take get this x now? You just take the square root of both sides of the equation. Now, when you know the square root property, it means say if you add square root for the left hand side like this, when you reach the right hand side, not just add square root only, add plus or minus square root of 9. What does that mean? It means say,
where did you find 9 again? How did 9 come into this equation?
Two of us agree now, say 7 + 2.
Oh, okay, 9. Okay.
Another 9 with that. Now square root what I bring. Okay. Why I bring the square root now? Now just to carry come out this square. Make we see only x stand alone. It means anytime we square root and x they meet, then they delete themselves. Because they know they agree normally. So x now will be equal to. What did this mean? Say you go find two things where we say like 3. If you get -3 and +3, if you square this one and square this one, you sure say you will give us the same answer. Now you are the ask now. You go give how? You know say when you get a all square, it means a times a. You know this one? If you get a squared, or what if I get a cube? It means a 3 times abi, maybe a times a times a. The same way we get -3 all squared, it means waiting. -3 times -3. It's simple abi. Similarly, yeah, if you get +3 all squared, it means +3 times +3. Minus times minus now plus. You don't know that rule. That rule simple now. The rule say if you get plus times plus, now plus. If you get plus times minus, now minus. Then this one write and down. Now carry book. I to talk to. Another if you get minus times plus, now minus. Don't forget to. Finally, minus times minus, now plus. Just learn this 14. You will help you for life. So yeah now, -3 times -3. If you say minus times minus here, we don't talk say now plus. 3 times 3 now waiting 9. Yeah, plus times plus. We don't talk say now plus. So 3 times 3 now waiting now 9. Is it say if you get -3 squared and +3 squared, all of them will give you 9. So if you can say the answer now only 3 will be +3, you can't neglect this -3. Now why jam say you don't fail? They won't fail because you know jam now they go put answer will be say if you add you go see the answer. If you multiply you give this and if you divide you go see the answer. So finally here yeah, going to be plus or minus square root of 9 and 3. This thing means say x will be equal to either it will be +3 or it will be -3. Now be the answer. It's just more simple. Now all this is where we say if you use Pidgin English for textbook you will retire and then you understand. For Pidgin now if you break them down like this small everything will clear. I think that physics organic chemistry one as they talk. We go run organic chemistry. Or na physics.
Listen, it's not simple. It's still not. It's not. What is? You've moved from 3 to. Okay, let me not confuse you. I'm lost here, but not necessarily everyone is lost.
Ma do the one you understand, Nana. Ma do one small we go switch you. If you get this small question, see if you get x plus 2 equal to 9, they can say find x. This is a basic linear equation. No?
Okay.
You see, it has to be like this.
So x here is 7.
I take no.
Because if you subtract 2 from 9, you get 7.
It has to be a book. No. Now so it takes a book. Life not supposed hard. Ma give another one. Now so.
Okay, just one more.
Okay. What if I get y? You know, so we don't need to talk of x now. Maybe we change that small. If you get y plus 3y equal to 8. It is the answer. You are
the teacher. You are the teacher. So solve it yourself.
You know you have collecting of like terms. Like terms is anything we did the same. Make you add them together. Make you collect them. Make them do together. You see this y and 3y and they together. So what you will do? Now plus there, make it add down. But people now go say this is not 3y. Why? They don't know say this y way there, if they carry one. That one we know go use IC. Spiritually one there, bring out to manifestation. You understand? So as you get one here we know see. That one will add to this particular 3. We're going to give you 4. As y they resemble, just take one of them. Equal to 8. How I want to get a y now? When you see things like this, to get your y simple, just say divide both sides by waiting 4. As I said, the right half and above, and I correct. And I correct. So if 4 now cancel out with 4, now y the remainder be equal to 8 divided by 4. How many times will 8? 4 will go inside 8. How many times will 4 go multiply to give 8? 2. 2. Is that is no. This is simple.
Okay, thank you so much. There's hope for me after all.
I hope there.
All right. Just one more question as we wind down now. Talk to us about how this has translated into finances for you, the visibility on social media, and the unique slant of using Pidgin English.
Okay, the main concern is about the students. My interest has been helping students to understand math and science through Pidgin English. So that is the transition I just delve into, and that is what I'm currently working on. So I'm not much concerned about the finances at the moment. So this is why when people are meeting or reaching out to me, instructor, I've been trying to do this, I've been trying to solve this, and it has been very difficult and all of those things. I said, don't worry, we'll solve this problem. So I will just start dealing with those particular problems. So my concern is how we can be able to reach out to the wider audience, people who are in the marginalized kind of communities. Yeah, they were not able to reach out to, maybe they don't know how to reach out to me, so they can be able to break these things, solve that problem that this math not really hard, solve this problem that this physics, this chemistry, balancing of chemical equations, all those quantum is advanced. Let's not talk about those ones.
All right.
So the ability to reach out to these people is a major concern. Do you understand? So the finances is not really the major concern at the moment, how to solve their problems.
And that's a good way to look at it, from the altruistic perspective, ensuring that there is development, first of all, before it comes to you. Thank you so much, Alison Otwebe, maths teacher, but with a slant in Pidgin English. He has just turned water into wine. Thank you so much for your time on the program. Jeffrey Kade, what is plus times minus?
It's minus now.
Did they get? Sorry, they didn't answer.
It's not good to show up on national TV, Fantastic work you do.
Thank you very much, Ms. Allison. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great guy. Thank you so much.
So Alice, you know plus times minus.
I know plus times minus now. But I may forget in the next 10 seconds.
And you know minus times minus.
Thank you.
Minus times minus is plus.
Good, and plus times plus.
We have come to the end of the show.